let's watch Micah Parsons make an idiot out of himself and say that TJ Watt is not a top 5 pass rusher in the NFL.
Last year, when we had you on set at Radio Row, we asked you for your top 5 pass rushers, and that kind of made the rounds and had a lot of reaction on social media. I'm just curious right now, who are the top 5 pass rushers, pure pass rushers in the league, in your opinion?
I would say, myself, Miles Garrett. Um, man, honestly, Danielle Hunter.
Right.
I think Trey Hendrickson had another really good year. And man, I'm gonna leave somebody out because I'm really not thinking.
Still not TJ Watt?
No.
Why is that? Can you explain that to me? That's the one thing I don't get.
Why is that? Because it has nothing to do with football. Maybe racist Ryan Clark can give Micah Parsons a job when he's done playing in the NFL. They'd fit right in together on the show.
I love your takes. I know you do a great job with the podcast. You're very entertaining. This whole thing with TJ Watt, what's going on there? Because it makes no sense to me how he isn't a top 5 pure pass rusher in the league, in your opinion.
Oh, no, it makes perfect sense if you're paying attention.
Okay, look what you just said. You said a pure pass rusher.
Okay.
If you look at what I do, you look at what Miles do. We all move around. I play right, left. I play right tackle. I play nose. I play left guard, right guard. Everyone kind of finds their way. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, if you're talking about pure pass rushers, there's about a few of us that's probably in the league of our own, and everyone else is just pretty much high-end rushers. They don't got versatility. They don't, move around. They don't create matchup. You look at pass rush percentages. I've been one of the best pass rushers who came into the league since I came into the league. Win now, quick hurries. Like, you don't really see that from those type of guys. They live on cover sacks. When I live on win right now, let me disrupt the quarterback. QB hits, and I'm not saying anything's bad with that. TJ has over 106 multi-defensive player of the year, and he's going
Led
to
the
be
league in sacks 3 years too.
yeah, he's going to be a Hall of Famer one day. But what I say where the league's at now, pure pass rusher. I mean, come on, bro. I don't even think it's close.
Maybe the pink do-rag is affecting his brain because not only does he look dumb, he sounds dumb. So let me get this straight. In a league where they scheme and game plan, TJ Watt's on the same side every week. That would make it harder for him to rush the passer. If you get moved around, it makes it easier to get a sack because guys don't know where you're going to be. But that would mean you would actually have to think without bias for all the wrong reasons. But hey.
All righty, we'll agree to disagree on that one. Before I let you run, you think Mike McCarthy will land on his feet somewhere next year?
Wait, and then he summarized it by saying he has 100 sacks. He's definitely a Hall of Famer, but somehow, some way, he's still not a top 5 pass rusher in the league. He's just an idiot. Let's let him finish.
Yeah, for sure. And by the way, before I say this too, when you guys ask these questions, y'all say pure pass rusher. I don't say like football player. Do I think he's a top 5 football player, defensive football player? Hell yeah. The way he creates turnovers, the things that he does on the field is
Now, he had to think about how dumb he sounded, but let's let him finish.
Matched. Creating 6 forced fumbles is great. I think he's a top 5 defensive football player, but pure pass rusher?
So what's your definition of a pure pass rusher then?
A pure pass rusher is a guy who just, rushes the quarterback, has moves, finesse, ability to create havoc onto the quarterback. When it's 3rd and long, you say, all right, this guy is it. Now, when you talk about football players, I mean, now you're in a different discussion. Pure pass rusher is a singular part of a football game. It's a very singular. You know what I mean? It's very vindictive of what football actually is, But when you say a full guy that creates TFLs, which TJ Watt does, creates forced fumbles, creates, knock back in the run game and does disruption a little bit in the pass game. Now you're saying gets his hands in the air and get PBUs. When you talk about football, I think he's one of the best football players to ever play football. But you guys just say a very singular part of what football is. I just say pure pass rusher. where I say he does all those great things, but he's probably not one of the top 5 pass rushers in the league, which is okay because you probably don't need him to because you got other great players in your team. But what he still adds in the pass rushing game tells of why he's such a great football player.
Right. So the only reason why TJ Watt's getting 100 sacks is because of other players, right, Micah? And then the comment about he has no finesse, TJ Watt. And he has no other moves. So he got 100 sacks. You indicated that he relies on sacks. He gets sacks based on coverage, that he relies on the defensive backs to get him the sack. That's what Micah Parsons is implying. It's the stupidest. I mean, it's as dumb as the pink do-rag on his head. Yeah, you look great, bro. Keep up the great work. Great takes. You're an idiot, and you know you're an idiot. What's the matter? You and Myles Garrett get together for dinner, talk about how you can't stand TJ Watt for all the wrong reasons. You're a piece of garbage. And don't worry, racist Ryan Clark is always hiring. You can go right when you're done playing, you can get a job with him. And you know what? Another thing I recall, when things are going wrong with the Steelers, I recall TJ Watt changing games with his effort, his play, sacking the quarterback, forcing fumbles, making tackles. You know what I remember you doing? Walking off the field and talking garbage about your coach, being the emotional, little dramatic woman that you are. And these comments, being the little dramatic woman that you are, continues. You're gossiping like a little jealous woman. You and Myles Garrett, oh, TJ Watt's not really that good. They just put him up there because the big elephant in the room. We all know why you're saying it, Micah. You're a loser. You belong on the Cowboys. I can't wait till your career's over. And then you can get a job with racist Ryan Clark.